Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Held by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Starting at home team, the Homestead Warriors, number 8, Mahoney. Maya is here tonight with her mom Heather, her dad Josh, and her brother Bryce. Maya developed a love of hockey at age 2 while watching her brother Bryce on the ice with her. Whatever their brother did, she wanted to do as well. He was on cross-country track, so she was on cross-country track. He played hockey, so she played hockey. He was a defenseman, well, you know the story. She currently is a forward for the Homestead Warriors while continuing to be a defenseman on Team Indiana. Maya has played most of her hockey career with boys and has had her share of struggles, often being the only girl on the team. This just made her even more determined and makes it tough to keep playing the game she loves. Maya is one of our best workers, always getting 110% no matter what. She made her encouraging her teammates on and off the ice and being a team player. Maya played as a freshman when the Summit Panthers was Bryce his senior year, which was something they both cherished. The past 2 years, she played for the Renegades and was an alternate captain both years. Her first year on the Renegades, she was honored for efforts on and off the ice with the Leadership Award. Her senior year, she continues to push herself on and off the ice. She's played for the Homestead Warriors as well as the girls' team in Indiana, and has earned academic honors throughout her high school career. Maya would like to thank everyone who supported her over the years. She majored in biology and would bring that track following her passion working with animals. She's not ruled out playing hockey at the collegiate level, but her first and foremost goal will be becoming a vet no matter what. She will always strive to be the best. We are so proud of the wonderful young lady she has become. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Maya Howard. Number 39, Aiden Orlowski. Aiden is here today with his grandparents, Dave and Deb Bollinger. When Aiden first skated on the ice at age 3, he headed for the crease and stood there, very comfortable yet challenging. When he was a catcher in baseball, he treated the plate at his crease. He didn't allow anything to get by. His passion and competitiveness for hockey took him to the AAA level through Bantams and then to St. Ignatius. He again wanted more challenge and step up his game. And so he found the space end and the Rutgers to be a good fit and has benefited from all his teammates tonight's time. He has hopes to play in college. Aidan would like to thank all his coaches, players, teachers, friends who have helped him along the way. Keep it clean, kid. Let's go, AO. Ladies and gentlemen, number 39, Aidan O'Reilly. Number 14, Ian Scott. Ian is here tonight with his parents, Chad and Kelly. Ian started playing hockey at a young age with his older brother Hayden. Ian played house league and then on travel hockey for 5 years as a forward in college. As a freshman in high school, he played as a forward for the Summit City Panthers, and then as a sophomore, junior, and senior for the Fort Wayne Vipers. Ian is a leader in all aspects of his life. He gives 110% for every game and every practice. He has maintained a 4.3 GPA while working part-time and playing hockey and lacrosse. He has always been willing to help family, friends, or neighbors anytime help is needed, and he always goes an extra mile in whatever he's doing. Ian says that one thing he will always remember from his experience is the fun he had playing hockey with his brother Hayden. Ian and his mom would like to thank his past coaches, especially his stepdad Chad, and Coach Shackley for all the time they took to help coach him in a game he has loved to play. After graduation, Ian plans on pursuing a degree in criminal justice and then on the law enforcement K-9 unit. Ian and his parents would also like to thank all of you, the hockey family, over the years for the wonderful friendships they've made. We've enjoyed watching you play a game that you love, Ian. Good luck in all your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14, Ian Scott. And finally, for the Vipers, number 6, Carter Canavla. Carter is here tonight with his parents, Gene and Lori. Carter began playing hockey at the age of 6, where he played house and select hockey through junior year. He was a member of the Fort Wayne Bruins his freshman year, and the Fort Wayne Vipers his sophomore through senior years, being named team captain this year. He also played on the Team Indiana 62 and the Fort Wayne Spacemen 16 or 18 teams. The greatest victory of his career was winning the Silver Chicks International Championship in Pelham, Ontario, in which he had the game-winning assist in overtime of the championship game. Carter would like to thank all his teammates throughout the years. We would also like to thank all his coaches over the years, especially Brian Malone, Stephen Yackley, Katie Schrock, John Solway, and Tyler Leeson for developing him into the player he is today. Finally, we would like to thank his parents for all the support in years of driving their practices and games. We have loved watching you play hockey over the years, Carter, and look forward to your next journey in life, pursuing your academic career of accounting and baseball career as a pitcher at Anderson University. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 6, Carter Canavla. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the Homestead Spartans, number 10, Brandon Asiala. Brandon is here tonight with his dad, Sean, his sisters, Kelly and Shannon, and his mom, Anne Marie. Brandon Asiala joined the Homestead team as a defenseman his freshman year. He's had a love for the game since he was 2 when he started skating. Brandon started in the River City program and went on the house league for several seasons, traveled hockey for many teams, and loves playing for the Spartans. He's had many roles as a teammate and is proud to serve his teammates by wearing an A this year. He's made many friendships on the ice over the years and will miss the boys. One of his fondest memories in high school hockey was scoring the game winner in the city championship his junior year. After playing in Fort Wayne for 10 years, Brandon is looking forward to continuing his hockey career at Central Michigan University, where he plans on majoring in personal finance. Brandon would like to thank his coaches, his teammates, and his family. Good luck, Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 10, Brandon Asiala. Number 5, Antoine Nickel. Antoine is here tonight with his parents, Patrick and Sandra. Born in Victoriaville, Quebec, Antoine's hockey journey began at the age of 3 on the backyard ice rink. After moving to Fort Wayne and learning English, he joined the 4-year-old Comets, PSM Force, Homestead Spartans, and Team Indiana. Antoine says he basically spent all his days at the rink. His favorite hockey memory was winning back-to-back city championships. During his high school hockey career, Antoine was twice named the All-City teams as a defenseman. With Homestead, he's had the honor to serve as assistant captain and captain. Antoine would like to thank his parents, as well as his coach, DJ Fisher, for their support all of these years. After graduation, Antoine plans to continue to play hockey with Indiana Tech, where he also plans to study mechanical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 5, Antoine Nichols. Number 4, Dallas Reichardt. Dallas is here tonight with his mom Courtney and his dad Ryan. Dallas started playing hockey when he was 4 years old. He's played on house, select, and travel teams. Dallas has played for Homestead for 3 years. He's made lifelong friends, mentors, and learned what true leadership means. He will miss the team, coaches, and parents, but mostly his teammates. Growing up with some of these boys on and off the ice has been his fondest memories, and seeing it come to an end is bittersweet. Dallas would like to thank all of his coaches over the years, as well as his parents, for their support. Dallas is undecided in college. He's completed 2 years of construction trades at campus, where he will continue a career after graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 4, Dallas Reichardt. Number 19, Matt Jeanette. Matt is here tonight with his mom Terry and his brother Ben. Matt began playing hockey at age of 5 in Brighton, Michigan. While he's played many sports over the years, including soccer, baseball, golf, and lacrosse, his true passion is hockey. After moving to Fort Wayne in 2011, Matt continued to play for host travel teams, including playing for Team Indiana as a sophomore and senior. He joined the Homestead roster as a freshman and is a 4-year member of the Spartan hockey team. Matt was honored and proudly wears the A on his jersey this year, accepting the responsibility to lead the team along with many others. Matt would like to thank his coaches, his teammates, his family members, and his father. After graduation, Matthew plans on attending college, pursuing his interest in engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 19, Matt Jeanette. And last but not least, number 74, P.J. Eisenbarger. PJ is here tonight with his parents, Dan and Karen. PJ has been skating for as long as he can remember. He found a love for the game from watching NHL, where he loves watching all the teams just for the sport. PJ would like to thank all the coaches he's had and the teammates he's played with over the years that have helped make each season special. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 74, P.J. Eisenbarger. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please, for all the seniors tonight. We ask that both teams remain on the goal lines. Ladies and gentlemen, rise as you are able. Remove any head covers for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Sport One Parkview Ice House. The regular season is come and gone. We're here in week 16. That means it's senior day here in high school hockey. And to bring it up right now, an even bigger momentum for today's game. The Roy Chin Cup, the regular season title on the line here in our first game as the Fort Wayne Vipers take on the Homestead Spartans. I'm your play-by-play, as always, Brandon Porter. Joining me as a guest tonight, Fort Wayne spaceman Kyle Remo.
How's it going?
Pretty good. So, obviously, one of these players you see quite often, goaltender Orlikowski.
Oh, yeah. That's my guy, man. I love him. I'm really proud of what he's done this year for us. He's grown a lot as a player, as a goalie, and as a person.
Well, to recap what's happened this week, obviously we had games Wednesday. That would be week 13. Then we had games Thursday night, which was a single game, Homestead and Carroll. Then the Vipers played Leo last night, and it was a critical game for the Vipers. Obviously, Orlikowski was with the Spaceman game, and they had to rely on their backup, Marks, in a critical game where if they lost, they're out of first place contention altogether, and Homestead wins. Mark steps up, the team steps up, they get the 1-0 shutout victory, so congratulations to Marks on the 1-0 shutout. And now it comes down to this, 45 minutes of play here, periods 15 minutes long in high school, and regular season championship, home ice advantage to the playoffs on the line in this one.
Exciting. Should be a good game. I've seen these two go at it all year, and, be interesting to see who has the upper hand tonight.
Yeah, one's got to wonder how fatigue factor will play in maybe for the Vipers. Obviously, they had a late game. They didn't start till like 9:20 last night, I do believe. And Homestead, obviously, with the rest last night. So we'll see how quickly things could turn. Might not happen at all. We'll just have to see. And I would expect the big guns to come out swinging in net. Aiden Orlikowski most likely going up against Vanderweel. Two of the top goaltenders in the city play. So we'll see how this goes out. As I mentioned, senior day tonight, Homestead probably going to be taking the brunt of it this year. They're losing 5 players, and most notably probably 3 of their most talented players, and P.J. Eisenbarger and Antoine Nicole. Asiawa's in there too, Riker. I mean, they're all pretty talented players, but the loss of Nicole and Eisenbarger are going to be huge blows to the Homestead Spartans. Taking a look at the Vipers, we got Cotter Canablo, Aiden Orlikowski, both graduated, Ian Scott and Maya Howard. So 4 seniors for the Vipers, 5 for the Spartans, and as I mentioned, I think out of all the graduating class this year, I think Homestead's probably going to feel it the worst. Time has concluded. Warm-ups are over. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We got high school hockey here on SummitCitySports.com. The G being silent.
I mean,
here we go.
That's what I've been told.
Well, as me and Kyle here reminiscing about some of the Spaceman players, teams are going to the bench. As I mentioned, things are a little bit different for you here. I mean, you're used to the Spaceman, 20 minutes, 3 periods, intermissions between each. High school, it's 3 periods. You got 15 minutes of play, and the only intermission is between the second and third.
Yup, same thing back home when I played.
All right, so not much different then. Cool.
Nope.
So as I mentioned, the 2 powerhouses in the city, Homestead and the Vipers, and as I mentioned, the goaltenders, Vanderweel against Orlikowski. And as I've also, I keep saying, as I've mentioned, first place on the line, home ice advantage, the Roy Chin Memorial Trophy for the regular season title. Up next, we do have Carroll and Leo taking on each other in that game. The seeding in the 3 and 4 has been decided. Carroll will be the number 3 seed. Leo will be the 4. So right now, they're just waiting to see who they're going to be playing here with this one. And with that, we have puck drop in a very critical game as Jeanette will shoot it into the zone. Nicole applying pressure on Backstrom. Eisenbarger drops it back, goes to the far side. Jeanette will chip it off the wall, played by Bertels. He'll go to the near side for Scott. Asiala holds the line. Keeps it in again as it goes down to Backstrom in the near face-off circle. And that one will go down, no ice. That's another thing, if you've ever heard our broadcast, my normal color guy, Joe Hacker, really doesn't like the automatic icing in high school.
I heard him Wednesday night.
Scully with it now, goes off the wall. Oh, it takes a bounce. Yeah, it takes a bounce off them stanchions. And now they clear. Oh, no, it's going to, I guess they ruled either went off the foam on the stanchion there or might have nicked marks. So an offensive zone faceoff for the Spartans. And just 50 seconds have gone by. We got Brimner against Gross. Faceoff's won by Gross. Oh, gets hit in the shin guards. There's a shot and a save made by Orlikowski. Mentioned he played last night against Motor City with the 11-4 victory. A lot of key guys resting in that one, including my guy next to me. Ormsby will backhand it around to the near side. Spear chips it out to the point, but it's kept in by Richardson. Elkins feeds Hurley just outside the crease, and it's wide of the net. Asiala with a wrist shot. Stick save made, Orlikowski. Off the wall, Spear trying to get it out. Homestead keeps it in. Richardson around to the far side. Hurley races for it as they tie up along the half wall far side. Richardson can't hold it in that time, so delayed offsides gives the Vipers a chance to set up a breakout as the Spartans are now applying pressure and they go for the icing. .25 now left here in the first. Full line change for the Spartans as they send out Litwinko, Martinsky, Arnold, Reichert, and Nicole. They're matched with Rolf Edsel, Van Ryn, Gooding, and Backstrom. Faceoff's won by the Vipers. Rolls to the near side. Kept in at the point by Nicole. Nicole, a shot blocked by Rolf, and it's out of the zone. Gathered in Reichert over to Nicole along the near side. Up to Martinsky. Martinsky looking over for Arnold. This is inside the Viper zone. Backstrom's able to get there first. Plays it behind the net to the near side. Ooh, he's got to watch out. He almost got ran over by Martinsky. Rolf backhands it into center ice. Nicole over to Reichert. Reichert will throw it back in. Takes a bounce there. Orlikowski will play it behind the net to Edsel. As Edsel and Martinsky tie up, Gooding plays it around to the far side. Off the wall to Van Ryn. Van Ryn's clearing attempt failed, and Gooding is able to get it out. But here comes Nicole racing in the zone. In the near faceoff dot. Good block there by Backstrom. Backstrom off the wall, down the ice, played by Asiala. Top unit out for the Spartans. Oh, there's a turnover. And it is Scott who gets it into the zone with Darcy Kosh giving chase. Kosh causes a turnover. Sends it around far side corner. Kosh with it. Far face-off circle. He gets sent down to the ice by Nicole. That one goes off the glass and clears the zone. Watson with it for the Vipers. Bertels over to Canavalo. Still with possession, looking for the near side pass to Kosh, and it goes to Bertels as Brimner was able to break up the pass initially. And Richardson has it for Homestead. Fans on the clearing attempt. Ian Scott with it now. And a diving play by Eisenbarger holds up Scott. Asiala over to Richardson. Richardson down to the near side for Eisenbarger. He's over the line on the attack. Eisenbarger drops it to Brimner. Brimner with a shot that's poked away by Canavlau as he had a sharp angle on that one. Eisenbarger. Oh, no, that's Elkins, excuse me. Eisenbarger went to the bench. That one rolls just outside the crease. Jeanette feeds it the slot, and it goes under the stick of Brimner. Elkins with a chance. That's blocked. Rebound out to the point. Asialo a drive. Pat save made, and rebound once again out to the point. Asialo over to Richardson, far side. There's a wrist shot, and no, nails Brimner in the side of the cage. And that one will go down for an icing. So extended zone time there for the Spartans on that one, and the Vipers are able to do a good job. Orlikowski especially with a couple of rebound chances from Asiala at the point. Bertels to the draw. He'll go up against Jeanette. And Bertels will win it back. Scully in the far corner. Takes it around to the near side. Hurley's there. He gets a bump from Scully as they continue to battle it out in the corner. Bertels comes down to assist. Bertels escapes and goes around to the far side. It's going to be played up to Ormsby, and hit pass is turned over. And the shot by Reichert is blocked by Elkins. Nicole with it now, trying to get it back inside the Vipers' end. It's taken away. Scully to Brown. Brown will shoot it in on Vanderweel. Vanderweel stops it. And oh my!
Just leaves it.
Yeah, he just left it right there. As now he'll decide to cover. I don't know if he was expecting the player to, flank in and come pick it up or what. There's a major miscommunication on that one. .10-12 left here in the first. We are scoreless. Ledwinko against Gooding in the draw. Face-off won by the Vipers again. Brown a shot. Save made. Vanderbilt rebound picked up by Homestead, and they're coming down the near side, and Nicole's shot is wide. Rice with it, trying to play it up, and cannot as he fanned on the pass, and it'll be down into the far side corner. Martinsky's there for Homestead to Arnold. Arnold can't get it settled down. It's poked away to the near side, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. It'll be for slashing, most likely on Martinsky. So Vipers with the first power play of the game. They look to get on the board. 9:42 left in the first. Face-off in the near face-off dot. Still waiting to drop this one here as now we get it to go. And the Vipers with possession. Knoblau over to Scully. Scully creeping down. Shot along the ice. That one stopped by Vanderweel. And the Spartans gather it in. And here goes Eisenbarger the other way. Short-handed opportunity. Tries to split the D, but Knoblau with good positioning breaks it up, and he'll kill it, and they'll go for an interference. And just 20 seconds in, the power play is over. So 4-on-4 action for the next minute 40, barring any other penalties. And then the Spartans will have a brief 20-second power play. Eisenbarger wins the drawback. Richardson over to Asiala, near side. Asiala wrist shot. That's just wide. Over to the far side. Eisenbarger holds the wall, keeps it down low. He's battling Brown for it. And is picked up by Bertels as he outmuscles Eisenbarger, shaking up on the play. Bertels into the zone. Taken away by Brimner as Eisenbarger's heading to the bench. Darcy Koch with it now, over the line. Tries to make a move, cannot. A good defensive position by Homestead. Picked up Brimner, and he loses it to Koch. And then Brimner will get it right back. No ice on this one. Backstrom over to Scully. Scully looking over to the wall, picked up Gross. That one knocked up into the air, glove down by Reichert. And Reichert trying to do all he can to keep it in, and it's going to be gathered in. Scott over the line.
Nice hit.
Jeanette, backhand pass off the wall, clears out of the zone. Edsel with it now. Off the wall. Turnover to Nicole. Nicole tries to get inside the zone. Cannot. Scully's there. Backhands it down the ice. And will it go? No, they wave it off. Did not have enough speed. And there's going to be a penalty on the Vipers. All right, so it is Nicole with it now. Net empty on the delayed penalty. Jeanette with a shot, and that one is wide. And we have another penalty on the Vipers. And the Spartans will go on a brief 4-on-3 power play, and then in 2 seconds they'll have a 20-second 5-on-3. It's on Scully. So one of the rare power plays you see in the game. Jeanette goes to the draw against Gooding. Face off one, Jeanette. Back out to the point. Over to Nicole. 5-on-3 now. Nicole drops it to Eisenbarger. And that was a rough. Over to Nicole. Nicole a shot, and he gets it through. Orlikowski on the screen. And that will count as the 5-on-3 power play goal.
Good puck movement on that power play there. Just a good shot that beats Orlikowski.
Yeah, feeds it just under the arm, and not sure how much the defense screened him on that one. So Homestead jumps out to the early lead. 7:30 remaining here in the first. Spartans have struck first. So now it's a 5-on-4 power play. Face off one by the Spartans as they look to do it again. The senior Nicole picks up the goal. Eisenbarger over the line. This is picked up Jeanette now as it was poked away off from Eisenbarger. Brimner with it now. Brimner over the line, drops it to Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger feeds far side, and it's just behind Asiala. There's a chance! No goal! Wow. Bounced it off the iron, and it bounced right down to the goal line. Does not cross.
That slid right across the goal line.
Here's Nicole with another chance, and a block by Backstrom. Knoblau goes off the wall, held in by Nicole, feeds down to Jeanette. Jeanette trying to feed to Eisenbarger with a shot. Good arm save made by Orlikowski. That one held in by Jeanette once again. At the point with 50 seconds remaining in the power play, Nicole near side with a drive, and it's wide. Reichert far side. Down to Jeanette. At the half wall, gets a bump from Gross. Brimner will play it now, trying to go across to Nicole. And at the point is Eisenbarger. Sauces it down to the far corner. Feeds through the crease, and no one's there. Eisenbarger wins the race against Scott, and will keep it in. To the corner. Now behind the net to the far side. He's bumped off, so it'll be Knobla who's able to clear. Got enough time for one more rush if they can hurry. With 10 seconds left, that might just do it here. Elkins over the line on the attack. That's knocked away by Watson. Watson cannot clear. It's in the feet. Now at the point, Reichert. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Elkins down behind the goal line. Backhand try, hits the side of the net, and the net is off. Seems to be a common occurrence we see with high school here.
The same thing. Every game, the net's coming off 5-6 times at a minimum.
I think it might be those pegs. Those pegs aren't very good. And that's something I told Joe once in an earlier broadcast. When I played goaltender in high school, I didn't let the refs peg my nets.
Oh, no. Goalies love doing it themselves, and when the goalies do it themselves, somehow it stays in place.
Because we know how far to dig into the ice. We know how hard we're going to kick on the post and everything. Like, I use my post to help me laterally move from obviously post to post and everything, sometimes from post out to the far corner. So I always peg my own net. And even if the refs did it for me, I came out, it was already done, I did it again.
Yeah.
You see it a lot in high school. You've seen it a few times with the spacemen.
See it plenty with the spacemen. See it a lot in the high school games as well.
Face-off won by Bertels. Back to 5-on-5 action, and that one will be an icing.
There's everyone's favorite icing call.
Yeah. Literally, as I was telling Joe, I think it was Wednesday, if you rolled back the footage of every game this year, I think my most used word is icing. Now face-off win for Litwinko. Over to Asiala with a wrist shot. That's blocked out in front. Martinsky to Arnold with a shot. Toe save made. Orlikowski rebound to the corner. Spear pressured. Worked out to the point. Richardson holds the line down to Arnold in the half wall. Feeds to the slot, and a backhand tip by Martinsky is stopped by Orlikowski.
Ormsby having some words.
Yeah. Martinsky pretty much doing what he did. I don't think he really aggressively poked at Orlikowski, just playing to the whistle.
Yeah. It's a hockey play.
That's something that, at least when I was growing up, they taught all the way through. Just play to the whistle. I might not have liked it because I don't like people poking my gear.
I don't like people touching my goalie, so going after whoever's touching whoever's in net that night.
Yeah, I've seen the Cherokee games and the Decatur Blaze games from last year. Those are always fun.
Oh, yeah. Got Decatur next weekend.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the devil. I think I have one of the games in here. It took 2.5 pages just for penalties.
Oh, man.
Eisenbarger trying to feed through. Cannot, blocked by Backstrom. And Darcy Kosh will go up the far side. Feeds over to Bertels. And Bertels will dump it in. Nice hip check by Asiala, but that's going to draw a penalty. Probably because of being late on the play.
It's a great hit, just second too late.
So being a member of the Spacemen, you've seen a lot of the high schools. Do you see, like, Schrock and them out here kind of scouting to see what we might bring up here in terms of next season?
I mean, Schrocky definitely, when he was on the bench with the Vipers, was looking at the high school players every game, but not as much now without him being here. I'm sure he has a couple guys in his prospect pool that he likes, but to my knowledge, I'm not too sure who that would be. And another bounce off the stanchion.
Yeah, the stages here are a bit lively today.
Yeah.
It is over to Backstrom. As Backstrom goes up the near side on the power play for the Vipers. Shot hits the stick of Vanderweel. Roll out to the point. Fades at the far face-off circle. As it's Van Ryn back out to Brown. Brown with a shot that hits a skate. And is going to be in the, looks like on the wall again. Backstrom working down. Shot blocked by the Spartans, and it's out of the zone. That one over to the far side, near side. As it's backhanded back inside of the Viper zone. It's going to be up to Darcy Kosh, and he's got a minute to play here on the power play. Rose has it as the Spartans have to reset. Tries to feed up for Scully, and there's a hit by Nicole, and it's going to draw another penalty. And the refs seem busy tonight, too. So Nicole to the box for a rough. So now it's a 5-on-3 for the Vipers, and we'll see if they can respond, just like Homestead did. So the Spartans look like they'll send out somebody here, as we're trying to figure this out. So Eisenbarger has to go back. It looks like it's Jeanette, Richardson, and Reichert Face-off won by the Spartans. They'll throw it off the glass. It rolls. It bounces off the wall. Do we have these boards in from the Joe or something? Because these boards are just lively today. Reichert ties it up along the wall. Jannetta's there, and he'll throw it down the ice. Orlikowski leaves it for Knoblau. Going up the far side now, over the line. Feeds across the way to the near corner for Scully. Backs down to the end. We're going to have a penalty on the Vipers. All right. A trip.
Wow.
All right.
So 8 seconds, 4-on-3 here, and then we'll get a minute 13, 4-on-4.
Looks like it's Knoblau again. So he's now halfway to a game misconduct because it used to be 5 penalties was the rule. You accumulated 5 penalties, you were given a game misconduct, but now it's actually down to 4 this year.
Wow.
I don't know if they ever changed the rules for coaching staff because it was like so many penalties by the entire team.
Yeah, I think it was 15 back when
Schrock was here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it changed. But here's Kosh as we're down to 4-on-4 action. Tie up there. Now Asiala coming away with it. Feeling the pressure from Kosh. Goes to Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger over here to the near side for Reichert to play. Reichert over the line at the near face-off circle. Sends it out to the point for Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger fans on it. Now Kosh the other way. Eisenbarger racing back. Kosh on a breakaway shot. He scores
Beautiful
off the
shot.
post and in. And a costly mistake there by Eisenbarger, and I think he's getting a penalty for unsportsmanlike. Should be an unassisted goal. And now we're back to a 4-on-3 power play. So that should negate the penalty to Knoblau, because then it'll be 4-on-4, and then the Vipers will go back on the power play. So, yeah, that would pretty much negate a power play chance that Homestead would have had on Knoblau's penalty. So it's 1-1, 2:08 left here in the first. And faceoff's won by Jeanette. Over to Asialo. Asialo back to Reichert. Should be an unassisted goal. And now the Vipers looking for more as they apply the pressure on Elkins. Reichert over to Asialo. Tries to stretch pass to Jeanette. It is now for Elkins. Elkins drives back, shot, scores!
Nice move.
Just under the glove of Orlikowski, and the Spartans have regained the lead.
What a response from Homestead there.
Yeah, it was a great move there, just inside of the bottom half of the face-off circle to cut back towards the slot. Beats Orlikowski just under the glove. It'd be a power play goal. Oh, it's a power play goal. No,
even.
4-on-4. Yeah, okay. I'm lost all over the place right now. Because I see Eisenbarger heading to the locker room.
Yeah, he looks heated. Slams the door.
Scully with it now, trying to go back up the middle. Now it is a Homestead power play. over the line. There's a shot, and that one's knocked away. As Scully has it, sends it around. Asiala off the wall. Played by Scully. Scully gets poke check there at the neutral zone. Jeanette over to Brimner. Brimner down into the zone. Under a minute to play here in the first. Backstrom trying to get it out of the zone. Cannot. Brimner holds the line. Team's back to full strength. Scully off the wall. Drive from the point by Nicole is blocked by Scully. And Scully will get it, clear it down the ice.
And that will go for an icing.
So with 36.7 left here in the first, we have a 2-1 game in favor of the Spartans. Faceoff will be here near side. As Litwinko will go up against Gross. Faceoff won by Gross. Backstrom goes off the wall. It's through the feet of Knoblau. It's going to be picked up by Rice. Rice clears off the stanchion, and it's going to go into the neutral. Martinsky over to Arnold, just ahead, but Arnold gets it. And Backstrom will pick it up. That one bounces off a shin guard. Nicole's back for the Spartans. Picks it up, retreats behind the net to the near side. Hits the brakes as he's pressured by Rice. 5 seconds left. Pass just outside the crease has been intercepted. And that will do it for the first period. 2-1 game right now for the Spartans. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school hockey senior day here on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Dealing with joint pains, sprains, strains, or back pain? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, Ortho Express has specialized orthopedic physicians on staff when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more.
Welcome back for the second period. Faceoff has just happened. And that one's shot in by the Vipers. Worked out to Elkins, near side, kept in by Knoblau. Works to the high slot, backhand try, save made, rebound is missed by Ormsby. Vanderbilt's hurt on that one. He got slashed on that. So 14:38 left here in the second period. 2-1 game right now, and Vanderbilt is hurting. So I wonder if they're going to have to bring out Doherty for a couple minutes while he ices that down. If that's the case, that'll be a even bigger blow.
The draw.
So it's going to be played now by Elkins. He's able to clear the zone, and we're going to have a penalty on Watson for holding.
We're going to say it's a makeup call.
See, I didn't see much of a hold there, to be honest.
It's all right.
All right, so Spartans back on the power play, and that one's cleared out by Scott. Reichert with it, goes over to the far side. Nicole drops back. Sees pressured by Gross, goes off the wall, over to Elkins. Elkins feeds over to the near side as Reichert cannot get there, and the Vipers clear out. So we'll look to see if Vanderbilt comes back. I'm pretty sure he's getting some ice right now. As here is Van Ryn with a shot that's just above the net and wide. Elkins with it, backhands up to Jeanette. Jeanette can't clear out, so it's going to be played by Brown back to the far corner. Reichert feeling the pressure from Van Ryn. Van Ryn is still applying the pressure as Reichert will skate up the far side.
I don't think we're streaming right now.
Oh, it's YouTube's not acting right now. So, yeah. We're trying to get it up and run. If not, we'll just upload it just after the game.
Yeah, it gets uploaded after anyway, right?
Yeah, we'll upload the video files. Feeds over to Brown. Brown tries to clear out of the zone, and he's able to do so. Asiala with it. As a turnover, here come the Vipers. Reichert with a shot. Glove save made by Doherty. So, yeah, like I said, this will be uploaded after the fact. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it's not receiving our stream data for some reason. So this will be more than likely uploaded after today, probably tomorrow, or whenever we can pull down the video file from the cloud and everything. There's a shot that's wide. It's going to be gathered in Asiala. Asiala's stretch pass is inside the Viper zone, worked around to the near corner for Knoblau, back to the far side as Backstrom has it. Backstrom outworks his man, and the Vipers return to full strength. Kosh on the ice now in relief. Martinsky, far side of the net, works behind, picked up now by the Vipers as they look to carry it out. We'll just kind of lob it into the neutral zone. Off the wall, Martinsky gets bumped by Bertels. Backstrom over to Knoblau. Knoblau looks for Kosh. Darcy Koch into the zone. Kosh with a shot. That's blocked by Asiala. Picked up Gooding. Over to Kosh. Kosh with a shot. Save Doherty. And there it is in! I don't know if Gooding got it on the rebound or if the initial shot from Kosh went in. But it's a 2-2 tie. We shall see here from PA Todd Mulholland here. As we have 11:57 left here in the second period. Face-off won by the Vipers. Work down low. It's going to be gathered in and sent around. Nicole to the corner. Elkins with it. Back to Nicole. Nicole. Yeah, it was Kosh's goal. Initially, that went in. So Kosh's goal was the one that counted. As there's a chance that's a diving block by Gross, and we're going to have another penalty. Well, it's a good thing I don't keep track of the penalty minutes like I do for your guys' games. Or this would be getting very high in totals as Brown will go to the box. So another power play goal, or power play chance, maybe a goal, coming up for the Spartans here with 11:32 left in the second period.
Carroll boys are loving it right now.
Face-off won by the Spartans. Rolled out to the point. Asiala's shot blocked. As that one's worked over to the wall. Trying to clear out the zone. Gooding can't. It's going to be gathered in by Gooding as he was able to strip Reichert of the puck. And now Asiala will play it off the wall. And Elkins now gets it in for the Spartans. Jeanette chops it at the net. It's going to go to the corner. As Reichert has it. Over to Brimner. Brimner down to Elkins. Elkins tries to feed to the slot. Gets blocked by Knoblau. As Van Ryn cannot clear it. Asiala shot tipped down in front by Brimner is wide. Battle for it along the near side. And Elkins tries to come away with it. Cannot. Van Ryn pushes it back to the wall. And the Spartans come away with it. That one off the side of the net by Jeanette. Jeanette tries to wrap around, blocked by Knoblau, and Jeanette gets it back. Far side down to the point for Asiala. 50 seconds on the power play to the near half wall. Off it to Reichert, back down to the corner as it'll be played Backstrom. Backstrom hits the brakes, goes back to the near side. Goes off the wall, and it's out of the zone, just barely, as Asiala will play it back inside the Viper zone. Asiala, center feed. That one's save made. Orlikowski as Backstrom picks up the rebound. As here is Sky. Tried to feed Gross, but couldn't catch up to the puck in time, as now it's gathered in by Ian Scott. Scott applying pressure right now as he's down on the ice, and they'll blow it dead. Still 5 seconds remaining in the power play, so this one's pretty much killed off. .937 left here in the second period. So, though, of all the days for the YouTube not to work, it has to be senior day. The only day that would make it worse would be the Cup Championship.
Yeah, Grandma's trying to watch back at home.
That one is sent back inside the Viper zone as they return to full strength, and the net is off. .927 now remains in the second period. We have a face-off inside the Viper zone. Homestead picks it up. Asiala tries to get it out of the zone. Cannot. Played by Martinsky. Litwinko with it around the wall as he goes to the corner. And still tying up. Gathered in Scully. Scully will get it to Kosh as Kosh races down the near side. Over the line on the attack. Kosh with the toe drag. Good defensive read by Asiala. Breaks it up. Held in at the line by the Vipers. Bertels poke checked again by Asiala. As Arnold up to Martinsky. Poked away by Scully. Martinsky picks it up for the Spartans, goes off the wall, and that one is down for an icing. So that'll bring it back down into the Vipers' offensive end. As it looks like it'll be Jeanette, Dazek, Reichert, Elkins, and Nicole going up against Van Ryn, Gross, Rolfe, Knoblau and Backstrom. Tied up on the draw, and it is eventually won by Jeanette as Nicole has it. It's up to the slot. Elkins up the near side. Over the line, Elkins with a shot. Oh! I don't know if Orlikowski got a piece of that one or if it just rang straight iron. That one is cleared up into the safety netting. Down to 8:06 remaining here in the second period. As we mentioned, Doherty coming in relief of Vanderwill, who received an injury earlier in the period. Haven't seen him in a little bit. Haven't seen Eisenbarger in a little bit, so hope everything's okay on that end. As Adazic clears out of the zone. Backstrom with it. He gets it to Spear. Spear turns it over in the neutral zone for Jeanette. Jeanette over the line with a shot that's blocked by Knoblau once again. Knoblau with it for the Vipers. Over to Ormsby. Coming down the near side. Goes off the wall, and it'll be an icing.
You can see why you guys get frustrated with the icings.
It happens a lot. We had one Thursday night that really wasn't an icing. It came down, and it just, as soon as it touched the goal line, the player touched it, but they still ruled an icing, even though we could clearly see that the player touched it all the way from down here.
Yeah.
Then first ever delay of game penalty I've ever seen in high school hockey last night. I've never seen a delay of game before.
What was it for?
Apparently one of the players broke a stick and threw it somewhere, and then maybe on Sportsmanlike I'd see, but
you'll have that. And we're gonna have another penalty.
Cross check. But yeah, I mean, I've been around Fort Wayne high school hockey since 2014-15, and I've never seen a delay of game in the 8 years or so that I've done this. Backstrom will go to the box. So it's another Spartan power play. Brimner to the draw against Dean Scott. And the faceoff's won by Brimner, but it's picked up by Scott, and they'll clear the zone. Here's Hurley with it now. Hurley over to Nicole, far side. Nicole back to Reichert. That one's up into the air. And Gross fans on it, but then gets it into the zone. Nicole up to Hurley. Now back to Hurley from Zabadi. Back over to Reichert in the near side. Down to the corner as Reichert gets nailed by Brown. Scully far side clears the zone right through the feet of Nicole. Yeah. So Doherty has to make the save. Hurley off the wall. Nicole's letting it go right now as he hits the brakes, trying to bum Gooding there as that one's cleared out once again by the Vipers. Oh, Nicole leaves it there for a brief second, but Reichert recovers. Reichert up to Litwinko. Over the line as they meet into the wall. Reichert with a slap shot. That's above the glass. Rebound over to the far side, and it's cleared out by Scully with 40 seconds remaining in the penalty kill to the Vipers. 6 minutes even remaining here in the second period. Jeanette over the line at the high slot. There's a shot that's up into the safety netting. .28 seconds remaining in the Vipers penalty kill. 5:53 remains in the second period. We are still tied at 2. Lewinko to the draw against Bertels. Faceoff's won by the Vipers. However, Arnold will pick it up for Homestead. And Knoblau goes off the wall to himself as he gathers it back in, feeds up to that Spear as Lewinko will shoot it back in. And it's going to be gathered in Edsel. Edsel goes off the wall. No icing as the final 3 seconds of the power play is over. We see Eisenbarger now working his way back to the Homestead bench. So he will be coming back here soon, hopefully, as we have Martinsky over to the far side. Scully with it. That one launched down the ice, and it will go for an icing. 5:04 remains now in the second period as the faceoff will be down into the Vipers' end. Brimner will go to the draw. It looks like he'll be most likely up against Gooding. Faceoff's won by the Vipers. Trying to work it out to the point, cannot. Gooding will gather in the loose puck up the wall to Van Ryn. Poked away onto the stick of Brimner. Brimner with a shot. Pat save made, rebound, and another stop. Orlikowski from Zabadi on the rebound. Here's Brimner once again at the faceoff circle. Hurley a shot, that's wide. Richardson tries to get it back down low. It's tied up along the wall as the Vipers will now clear the zone. Richardson to Asiala on the near side. Asiala stretch pass, gets touched, so no icing on this one as it went off one of the Spartans, and he's going to be gathered in by Scully. Poked it off the wall, up to, that was Rolfe, who goes over to Van Ryn. Van Ryn over the line, feeds to Scully. Ooh. Smart play, but a fan shot by Scully breaks it up. Here's Gross. Gross tries to center to Van Ryn for the tip in, but it's blocked by the defense. And it's going to be picked up Backstrom. Backstrom down to Rolfe. Rolfe with a shot. He gets the posted in.
The Vipers jump out to a 3-2 lead here.
Very interesting. Rolfe will be credited with the goal on this one as the Vipers have now scored 2 straight to take the lead. And with 3:57, that comes late here in the second period. Face-off won by the Vipers. Picked up by Bertels. Nice move. Oh. Kosh with the toe drag, tries to get it around, cannot. It's going to be picked up by Elkins. Off the wall, clears out of the zone. And that one will go down
for
an icing. I wish I could challenge one of the teams to keep their icings down to like 5 at most in one period.
Give them Timmy's gift card if they can keep it under 3 per game.
I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. I want someone to try the lacrosse move. I'm not too concerned if they score. I just want someone to try it right now.
I've been thinking about it in our games.
Ooh, I'm going to have to keep my eye open then and head up for Bryce. As Scott and Nicole are going to go to the box. That's another big player for the Spartans out right now. So coincidental minors here, 3:23, no power plays. Forward change for the Spartans. Looks like just one for the Vipers. As Bertels to the draw against Litwinko. Face-off won by the Spartans, but it's held in at the line by Knoblau with a wrist shot. That one's just wide. Bertels tries to feed through the slot. It's wide. Out to the point. Backstrom off the wall to Hauer. Back to Bertels. Bertels to the high slot. Poked away by Arnold, and the Vipers will recover. However, it is out of the zone, so they have to touch up. Bertels with it. Backhand pass through the slide, and it goes off the skate of Rice. And we picked up Arnold. Arnold back over the line with a wrist shot. Blocker save made Orlikowski. Hasn't seen too much action this period. Then again, I said that last night. On the period, we only faced one shot. That one up into the air and is going to the corner. Richardson trying to get it back into the Vipers' end. Bertels clears out, but it's stolen by Martinsky. They get back over the line. Tries to feed it down low. It's intercepted Bertels off the glass. Picked up by Rice. Down to Asialas. The Spartans regroup in their own end. Stretch pass is under the stick of Arnold and will go for an icing. .207 left now in the second period. 3-2 is our score. Last goal coming from Rolfe. As Eisenbarger returns to the ice. So Eisenbarger against Gooding in the draw. Face-off won by Eisenbarger. Reichert off the wall to Brimner. Up to Eisenbarger, racing up the far side. Eisenbarger lost an edge on that one. Scully up to Spear. Spear over the line. Down the far side, tries to feed over to the, well, he shot it at the net, but it was wide. I thought he was trying to feed to the slot. As it's cleared out into center ice, Eisenbarger gets it into the zone. Eisenbarger at the side of the net. Shot save made Orlikowski. Rebound picked up by the Vipers, and it's going to be on to Ormsby's stick. Here's Ormsby with the backhand try, and it's wide. Ormsby sends it down low for Spear. In the far corner, he's pressured by Hurley. Spear still with possession. Drops it to Scully with a shot. Tipped in front by Van Ryn. It's wide. Van Ryn gets a bump from Reichert. Oh, it's in the skates of the official. As it is worked out to the point, kept in by Scully. It's down in the slot. Reichert will float it up into the air, and it's knocked down by the Vipers. Hurley picks up now for Homestead. Goes over to Reichert. Reichert looking to the far side, and no icing on this one. 42 seconds remaining here in the second period. Here comes Knoblau over the line. With speed, goes behind the net to the far corner. Still with it now, sauces it out to the point for Gross. Gross with a shot, that's blocked by Reichert. And it's gathered in Elkins, 25 on the clock. Elkins over the line. It's knocked off the play. And Elkins will tie up there, trying to recover. Jeanette's in there as well. The Vipers come away with it. Feeds over to the far side, Jeanette. 5 seconds remaining here in the period. Jeanette, or that's Backstrom, excuse me, trying to feed down low. Backstrom feeds to Van Ryn, and that one's blocked. And that one will do it for the second period. And the Vipers have jumped out to the 3-2 lead. So with that, we'll be back for our intermission here. We'll take a break. You're watching high school hockey here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then, too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier, too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
back here at the Sport One Parkview Ice House in our intermission here for high school hockey. It is a 3-2 game right now for the Vipers. As I mentioned, our YouTube didn't transition, so a lot of you will most likely be seeing and hearing this broadcast later today, if not tomorrow, whenever we can pull the video file off our cloud and post it up. So right now it's a 3-2 game. Goals so far coming from Nicole and Elkins for Homestead, and then Kosh with 2 and 1 from Robert Rolfe. That's where we stand right now after 2. We'll take a break as we will bring you Senior Day here on Summit City Sports with the Roy Chin on the line.
This league promotes finding diamonds in the rough. Kids that didn't have an opportunity, they're on the wrong team, they had the wrong coach. If we can find those kids, which we have 20 of them now, that we build a team in 45 days.
I look at like the amazing facilities and like the coaching staff, like everything looked perfect for me.
It's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Here I heard was very professional, and I had absolutely no idea that was such a big hockey community.
Saw the amazing facilities here and coaching staff.
Felt like it was a good fit for me. I noticed my confidence got up.
I think the system starts with what you do off the ice, right? And that's been our biggest challenge, right, is taking these kids from different places in the world, right, and bringing them in and trying to establish a culture. And it's been difficult, right, to teach discipline, to teach accountability, to show up on time, right? That's where it all starts. We have the resources that, frankly, other programs don't have, and we try to utilize them to the best of our abilities.
I mean, they'll help each individual out as well as like all team stuff, so they do a good job giving everybody what they need to get better at or what they think they should be working on more. Our schedule's really nice during the week. We get a lot of ice time in the gym. All the facilities here are brand new, super nice, from the gym to the locker room. The rink is unreal as it is.
We work out twice a week here, and our trainers give us as much of resources as they can to push us and make us better off the ice, to help us on the ice too. All of our workouts are kind of tailor-made for hockey players. And
the coaching staff helped me get better, like offensively. John Solway helped me like work on my stride, my edges.
His teaching is really good. He processes it in a way that makes it easy for us to kind of reciprocate what he's doing in a way that's kind of lower to our level.
For them to see the professionalism and the support that they have, I mean, I'd second to none. It's remarkable to see, these guys, getting the chance to, talk to the, people in the community and the kids, and the opportunity to really have that moment to themselves, right? And have that opportunity to essentially, live the day in the life of what it's like to play pro hockey, right? I mean, they're around the Fort Wayne Comets. Earlier in the year, guys were coming out, and helping the kids. And it's remarkable because they get to see what it takes to play at the next level. Right?
Not only Josh, but we've got Jerry Most, who helps with our goaltending, and Paris Duffus, who is a familiar name for Fort Wayne fans, that really helps our goalies off the ice. And I think gives them the mental approach that they need to advance to the next level, as we know that's really important with goaltending.
He preaches accountability. He always makes sure accountability on and off the ice, actually. He makes sure we're doing the right things off the ice, and we're more importantly doing the right things on the ice, making sure we're always just ready to go, ready to play, never having our minds stray throughout a game or a practice, always be just ready to go.
we tell these kids all the time, from high school till about college to your junior years, you've got 7 to 8 years to work really hard and get your life on the right path, or you can goof off and not pay attention and get involved with the wrong people, and then the rest of your life after that 8 years is going to be pretty difficult, right? So trying to get them prepared for the real world is priority number one.
There's a lot of hockey players in the world, and you're not all going to make the highest team and not get noticed. Or you might become the best hockey player you've ever been at 20. You don't know when you're going to come out of your shell. So they have to have this opportunity to play, or they may never be seen.
Into it.
Now we're going to have to pull it down. Yeah, as we were talking about, welcome back here to the Sport One Parkview Ice House, getting ready for the third. As I was just mentioning to Kyle, I think part of the reason why our YouTube's not working is when I started the live broadcast, it unfortunately wasn't up on YouTube yet, and by the time we created the YouTube file, I was already live on our production truck, so that's probably why it's not feeding through right now, but we will definitely get this loaded up with it being a special day and everything, special game. But we'll definitely get it up, and hopefully if things go right, we'll have the Carroll and Leo game ready to go. I think Vanderweel might be done. Yeah, that's him right there.
That's tough.
So they lose their starting goaltender in tonight's game for injury. So now it drops down to Doherty. That's something you don't really have to worry about. You got Melnikov, you got Robidoux, you got Holden and Orlikowski. You guys got a couple backups.
Only thing about that is you can't get them to dress in the middle of the game. You got to ride out your goalie for the rest of the night.
Yeah, but like in this case, they don't have like anyone to go to for injury. So, like if Robidoux goes down, then you got Melnikov, Holden, and Orlikowski still to go on.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. It's always tough to leave a game like that.
Yeah, I said it was his hand. He got a slash. I don't know if it's just, really bothering him right now. Hopefully nothing's really broken.
Yeah.
That would be tough. Well, getting ready for the third. It's a 3-2 game right now in favor of the Vipers. 15 minutes separate these two from the regular season title. As the Vipers gain control off the draw, here's Kosh with the shot, and he gets the hat trick! Well, that definitely did not take long. 7 seconds into the third, and Darcy Kosh with the Hattie.
Wow.
So you got
that was quick.
You got a smile over there. So just like that, just like that, it's a 2-goal lead. So see how the Spartans regroup here and tighten up defensively. As that one's worked back inside of the Spartan zone. Kosh with it now on the near side. Jeanette with it. As it's played off the wall, Elkins tries to chip it out of the zone. Cannot, held in by Brown. Yeah, there's the bounce off the Zamboni doors. I'm not sure if you were here when we played over on ring 3, but the bounces over there were just terrible off the Zamboni doors.
Oh, yeah. I played a game there last year on that rink, and I know that corner's bad. This corner's been bad this year. We've messed with it in practice, but we can't get it to bounce the way we want it to.
Oh, so you guys been trying to work it into the game plan?
Sometimes, yeah.
Hey, if no one expects it, it might be beneficial.
It's called home ice advantage for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Gooding with it now inside the neutral zone as he gets stick lifted. Elkins works it back in. Bud Van Ryn is there. Oh, poke check there. Elkins with it. There's a shot. Save. Orlikowski rebounded the slot. Picked up Rolfe. Rolfe, the only other goal scorer for the Vipers, as Kosh has the other 3. There's a shot. Tose made. Rebound. Scores. It's Van Ryn. And just like that, it's 5-2. So, yeah, just like that, it's 5-2. Technically, if no one else touched that before Rolfe did.
Oh, yeah.
Orlikowski. Not to see here in a second. Works around the corner to the far side. Back down low. It's going to be played by Nicole. Nope. That's toughy. That one just
They could have given it to him.
They could have, because technically he does touch it with the save. That one through the crease and wide. Backstrom with a shot. Tipped in front, and it goes to the corner. Worked out to the point. Spartans able to clear out. Here's Martinsky. Gets behind the D with the shot. Save Orlikowski, and he gets the rebound and covers. Face-off will stay inside of the Viper zone. Should be nothing coming out of that. Just some good shoving there between the two.
Talking about some dinner plans.
Oh, yeah. As I mentioned, this is game 1 of a 2-game series here today. Our next one is between number 3, Carroll, number 4, Leo. That will be shortly after the conclusion of this game. Hornsby a little quick to the draw on that one. And there we go. Scully with it as the Vipers win the draw. Held in by Richardson. Here's Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger, a shot. That's wide. Ormsby with it. Over to Spear. It rolls off his stick. It will be touched back up by the Spartans. They'll go to the far side. It's intercepted Brown. Back over the Homestead line. It is played by Brimner. Asiala goes off the glass, trying to get it down the ice. Cannot. Asiala, second try. Goes down for a play by Scully. As he gets bumped by Eisenbarger. Ormsby tries to get it out of the zone. Cannot. Held in. Brimner to Asiala. Shot wide. Eisenbarger with it now. Feeds around to the point. Asiala off the wall again. Down to Eisenbarger. Back over to Brimner, and that one is going to be cleared out, and it'll go for an icing. So that brings the face-off back down inside of the Vipers' end. It's something Joe was talking about, I think Wednesday or Thursday, is actually in the youth leagues now. You can't do that, even on a penalty kill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We're discussing how unfortunate that is, especially at least in the higher levels, like band and midget. You still can't do that, like Pee-wee squirts.
I think they might be allowed to at the midget level.
Midget. That one shot blocked. It goes to the far corner. Elkins behind the net. Oh, nice pass to Jeanette, but he fanned on the shot. Elkins near side with a shot above the glass, above the net and wide, hits the glass. Reichert down low in the near corner. Reverses off the wall to Hurley, as that one is fed through the slot, intercepted by the Vipers, and they clear out. Nicole knocks it back inside the Viper zone. It's going to be played Backstrom in the corner, around the wall to Scott. Scott with it as he's retreating right now, has to play it. And it's still there, and we got a penalty. Cross check. It's going to go on to Cole. That's our 13th penalty of the game. And another power play for the Vipers as they lead by 3. Face-off won by the Vipers. Worked out to the point. Knoblau over to Scully near side with the wrist shot. That's blocked by Brimner. It goes to the corner. That one's in the crease and gathered in Richardson. Held in at the line by Scully. Nice job there as he feeds over Bertel's far side. Goes off the wall, looking down for Kosh behind the net. Goes to the near side. Darcy Kosh still with it. The high slot over to Bertel's. Back down to Kosh. Kosh still with possession, taking his time. Drops it to Scully. Back out to the point for Knoblau. Over to Bertel's. Bertel's shot blocked, and it's out of the zone. Knoblau gets back. He's being pressured by Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger with the stick lift, and good body position by Knoblau. Able to retain possession. Up to Kosh. Kosh tries a toe drag, and it's played by Bertel's. Bertel's backhand wide. Eisenbarger off the glass, held in by Knoblau. 50 seconds remaining here in the power play. Bertel's the shot that's blocked by Brimner to the far corner. Van Ryn with it. Back out to the point. Knoblau looking at the options. Takes the wrist shot. Blocker save made by Doherty. Here's a feed into the slot, but it's broken up. It's gathered in at the point. Over to Scully near side. Scully's shot. That one stopped. Rebound. Kosh gets 4. Have a night, Darcy Kosh. This one, I think, might be a power play goal. He did this last year when we were broadcasting over on the other rink. He turns it on in the last couple of games, and he has turned it on here. A 4-goal game for Kosh. Face-off won by the Vipers. Gross. Over to Backstrom in the near side, off the wall. Played up by Hauer. That one's off the wall again. Gathered in by Gross. Onside play. Trying to muscle his way into the zone as he hits Hurley. Hauer with it. Trying to feed down low. Oh, bad play there by Brown. Here come the Spartans the other way. Litwinko with a shot. Save made, Olikowski. Rebound, Arnold backhand wide. Rice goes off the wall, down the ice, and it will be an icing. So down to 8:52, the Vipers had opened up a 4-goal lead. And who would have thought that a game for the number 1 seed overall would be 1 goal away from a running clock?
Oh, that's right.
Face-off won by Jeanette, and that one stopped by Olikowski. Of course, a big part of this is the loss of Vanderweel.
Yeah.
The Doherty comes in,
it's
off
tough
the bench,
to come in
coming
cold.
Probably feeling a little bit of the pressure, being
Yeah.
a big game, both in senior day and what's at stake.
Yeah.
That one flipped up ice. It's going to be gathered in by the Spartans. That one is grabbed by Bertels. Onside play. Jeanette with it. Feeds over to the far side, Reichert. Reichert in the slot. There's a shot. Save Olikowski. That one pretty much straight on. Olikowski able to cover that one. 8:28 left here in the third period. As it is 6-2 face-off far side. Gooding against Jeanette. Face-off won by the Spartans. Elkins trying to chip it down low. He gets it to the corner. Elkins feeds. Oh, what a feed to Jeanette just outside the crease, and the Spartans get one back.
Beautiful pass from behind the net.
So that's what the Spartans needed right there. They get themselves within 3 now. It was just a nice play all around between Elkins and Jeanette. Not much Orlikowski can do on that one.
No. Well, the Spartans will gain some momentum back here, and we'll see what comes of it.
As Jeanette faces off against Bertels. Bertels wins it back. Edsel clears out of the zone as it's brought around to the near side. Backstrom up to Kosh. Backstrom gets it over the line into the zone. No ice as he was able to get over center ice. Here's Bertels. Drops it to Backstrom. Shot blocked. Edsel, far side. Directs it at the net as blocked by Richardson. Gathered in and cleared out to the neutral zone as Edsel will pick it up in his own end. Up ice to Bertels. Bertels looking for Kosh. Kosh over the line now. Kosh with the toe drag. It's poke checked by Asiala and it's gathered in. Elkins off the wall, back to Asiala. Still far side right now as they clear out of the zone. And that one will be an icing. And Orlikowski will just hand it down to the ref.
Beautiful feed.
7:26 left here in the third. It's now 6-3. As it looks like it'll be Gross up against Eisenbarger in the draw. And it looks like head coach DJ Fisher looking to get an explanation maybe, as well, probably arguing that the defenseman there touched it.
Or at least tried to play it.
Face-off won by Eisenbarger, but it looks like the Vipers might come away with it. Tries to stuff it short side, cannot. Gathered in now by Gross down to Rolfe. Rolfe hits the brakes, and I think the net's off. Yep. Classic. $7:13 left here in the third. Vipers up by 3. Well, we'll get the draw sometime this evening. And there we go. Worked out to Knoblau. Back off the wall, back down to the far side. It's going to be Reichert. Over to Eisenbarger. Picks it up at the hash marks. And gets bumped off the play, so it'll be gathered in by the Vipers. Behind the net, far side, Van Ryn. He's got a goal this evening. Gross with it. Takes it to the corner. Out to the point. Knoblau with a wrist shot. That's wide. Okay, he hits the boards at the right angle and it shoots the thing straight up into the safety netting.
Been some crazy bounces today.
So that should bring it outside as no one touched it before the Knoblau shot. Yep, that's what it'll be. Bertels against, looks like Litwinko, and it'll be the Spartans with possession. Over to the far side, Asiala will shoot it inside the Viper zone around to the near side. Martinsky pressured by Knoblau. Arnold comes down to assist. Knoblau loses an edge, and Litwinko will throw it wide. Rice inside the zone, sends it down to the corner. It's behind the net. Richardson is there as he gets bumped from Howard. It's in the corner. Tied up with Rice and Litwinko. Out to the point. Here's Watson with a shot, and that one's blocked out in front. Homestead trying to clear right now. They're able to do so as it goes onto the stick of Watson in his defensive end. Nice move there. Gets it over the defensive player. Drive by Asiala is tipped wide by Knoblau. That one along the wall. Off the glass, and it'll be gathered in by Richardson. Trying to shoot it down the ice. He nails Rice in the back as that one's put further inside the Spartan end. Asiala ties up. Rice. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty, definitely, as he put Asiala in a headlock. So Rice will go to the box. Let's see what it is, since a headlock's not part of the penalties. Anything, maybe a hold.
Hold, rough.
Yeah, I could see those. Are they going to give another 2 and 10? Yeah, hold. Okay. 5-on-4. I don't know why they were looking at the bench like pointing at somebody. So Rice just for hold. So the Spartans back on the power play, and they're looking to get another one and convert. They've already scored once already on the power play. That was early on in the first. Face-off won by Homestead. Jeanette with it now. Back out to Reichert. Reichert with a shot. Glove save, Orlikowski. So we'll just take it back to where we just were, just 7 seconds later. Face-off won by Eisenbarger. Once again, Jeanette out to the point for Hurley. Hurley off the wall, down to Brimner. Brimner looking to the far side, Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger with it. There's a shot, and Orlikowski snatches that one out of the air. Down to 5:06 left here in the third, 6-3, as time quickly becoming the Spartans' enemy. Face-off's won by Gooding. Off the wall, held it at the line by Reichert, sends it back down low behind the net. It is Eisenbarger tied up with Scully. Eisenbarger trying to get it, gets it over to Elkins. Elkins with a shot. That's blocked and cleared out by Brown. Reichert gathers it in. Behind the net, possible turnover. He gets it back as Van Ryn applying a lot of pressure for the Vipers shorthanded. Reichert over to Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger up ice to Jeanette. It's in his skates, able to stay onside. Elkins at the high slot. Now down low to the circle. That one is backhanded into the crease. It's still loose. Orlikowski finds it, and he has it. Well, things getting
Heating
physical,
up.
yeah. I don't think anything will come out of this. Just skates to the bench.
That's how it should be.
51 seconds remaining in the Spartan power play. Face off near side. Seems like Eisenbarger's been out there the whole power play. Is unable to get that one, and is backhanded out by Backstrom. Doherty to Asiala. Looking to get things set up. Asiala sends it over to Brimner. Brimner looking for Richardson. Has it there, feeds it into the middle, and it's knocked away by Backstrom down the ice. Down to 23 seconds. Spartans got one more rush if they can hurry. Right now, Asiala taking a look at the time. Taking a look at his options. Gets it down to Brimner, coming down the near side. Brimner loses on the stick handle, but gets it back to Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger at the circle. There's a shot off the arm of Orlikowski, and it's out of play. Through the safety netting and into the crowd. 2 seconds remaining on the power play, as this one which should be effectively killed. 3:30 left here in the third. Surprised not talking to Gross about the chin strap. Normally that's an issue that they are very on top on. They're not really supposed to have the chin straps undone. Richardson tries to hold the line.
Big hit.
Yeah. I think Brown's going to go to the box.
Yep.
Or rough. Common penalty right now as a hit that's even just like a millisecond late in the eyes of the official is always going to be a rough right now. So the Spartans back on the power play as Martinsky wins the draw to Litwinko. He's tied up and Scott's able to clear down the ice. Reichert has it behind his net. As he takes a look. Decides to pick up speed. Reichert over the line. Tripped up on the play. And no call. Played now Martinsky. Martinsky out to the point. Empty net now for the Spartans as they're looking for one. Now a two-man advantage. That one held in. Arnold over to Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger at the face-off dot. Tries to feed to the far point. Reichert has it. Sends it back to the corner. Litwinko's there. Directs it at the net. It's intercepted. But Scully loses it. It's out into center ice. Eisenbarger has it. Eisenbarger over the line. And that shot blocked by Scully. Backstrom has it off the glass and out of the zone. Elkins with it now. Coming down the ice into the zone on the attack. Elkins in the corner. Centering feed is broken up. Jeanette gets it back. Jeanette a shot. Blocked by Backstrom. Hurley a drive. Tipped by Knoblau wide. Elkins backhand feed to Eisenbarger. Shot. Save Orlikowski. He gets it with the arm.
It's a nice save.
It's in his blocker.
Right off the post. Comes out, challenges the shooter. That is textbook.
And we got a timeout by Homestead. So we'll take a quick minute break ourselves. You're watching high school hockey on Summit City Sports.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Back here at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Minute 42 left here in the third. The Spartans down by 3. Still got 23 seconds remaining on the power play. And an empty net for the Vipers to shoot at. Brimner to the draw against Scott. Face off his near side. Face-off's won by Brimner. Out to the point, Asiala. Down to Eisenbarger. Feeds to the slot. Brimner's backhand blocked, and it's sent to the corner. Gross able to clear the zone. Asiala over to Eisenbarger. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Asiala comes in, shot, save Orlikowski. He holds on. So with a second remaining in the power play, the Spartans do have to watch that box. There's Eisenbarger to the draw against Gross. Face-off won by Eisenbarger. Vipers back to full strength. That one. That's when I caught the helmet of Orlikowski and up into the safety netting. .114 left in the third. Yeah, I must have nicked him in the strap because Clark's giving him some assistance on that one. Empty net still for Homestead. Face-off won by Eisenbarger. There's a shot. Save Orlikowski. Oh, fumbled the rebound for a second. He's able to get it covered. Face-off won by Eisenbarger. It's under the stick of Reichert. Keeps it in the zone, though. Feeds over to Brimner. Brimner shot. Stick save made. Orlikowski. Rebound is into the glove as Elkins tried to backhand it to the slot. So pretty much, barring a miracle, the regular season champion and positioning rounds are going to be determined here with the Vipers, the number 1 seed. They'll play Leo, and the Homestead Spartans will take on the Carroll Chargers in the 2 and 3. Face-off won by the Vipers. Scott off the wall, down the ice, and there will be an icing. Down to 54 seconds left here in the third. 6-3 is our score. Brimner wins the draw to Jeanette. Out to Asiala. Off the glass down to Eisenbarger. And it's played by Kosh. Gets it out of the zone. Asiala off the wall. Oh, it takes a bad bounce. It's going to have to be gathered in Brimner. It's up into the air and lands onside. Orlikowski lets it go. Asiala directs it at the net. Picked up Bertels. He gets bumped by Elkins. Scott is there. They tie up in the corner. Kosh towards the net. It's knocked down by Reichert, so no icing. Whistle behind the play. It looks like Elkins is going to go to the box. So yeah, that does it. So I think for the first time in program history, the Vipers have won the regular season. As they go into the playoffs, the number 1 seed, as I mentioned, they'll take on the Leo Lions. The number 4, and Homestead will play the Carroll Chargers. Face-off won by the Vipers. There's a shot from the point. Save Doherty. Down to 17.2. Face-off won by the Vipers again. Brown shot. That's wide. down to the corner with 10 seconds to play. Works around to the far side. The Spartans have it. They'll clear it down the ice. Orlikowski will play it. Sends it off the wall. Litwinko with a chance. That's blocked, and that does it. So now with the score gone final, Vipers, Roy Chin Cup champions, as the winners of the regular season and the number 1 seed. So, as I've mentioned, the Wednesday matchups are now determined. Carroll will take on Homestead in the 2 and 3. Vipers and Leo in the 1 and 4. Winners of those games obviously move on to the Memorial Cup finals. And then after that, we got state competition. So that'll do it for us here in game 1 of Senior Day. We thank everybody for tuning in post game. As I mentioned, our YouTube for some reason was out of whack, so you'll be seeing this here in a little bit uploaded. We thank everybody for tuning in.